I think since I was basic 7 years old, I said that I wanted to be President of Colombia, and it was at that moment in life a dream. But maybe that dream turned into an ambition and then turned into a vocation, and it allowed me to understand that it was a life purpose. Even if you might switch from paths, when you have the purpose clear in your heart and your mind, you find the way in which you can reach that objective. So I think that for a long time in my life I was a searcher, and then I found out that when I decided instead to be an encounterer without leaving the objective, but being able to enjoy other things in life, it allowed me to find the right path. My father was focused on giving us a lot of stoic values, like have the courage always to express what you think respectfully, and always have the courage to defend your principles no matter the circumstance. And I think leadership is to be effectively capable of improving society and making others follow you in improving society. We have seen negative leaders in the history of the world, but I never consider them leaders. I think they are influencers and negative influencers, but a real leader is the one who's able to improve things, who's able to transform things, who's able to give society a vision and get society's attention to achieve that vision. I think we need to bring people from diverse origins to think globally, but at the same time, you need to call everybody to think locally based on their cosmovisions and their traditions. And that's why that line of respect, it's very important. And when you have a diverse environment of people from different backgrounds, it allows you to enrich yourself. And I think we live now in a society that looks pretty virtual or digital, but I think in spaces like a university, having the possibility to have time to talk, to exchange points of views, especially at the IE, which is fabulous to see that in IE, you have more than 60 or 70% international students. So I think that makes IE diversity policy a very powerful asset. What I believe is the best of this experience of being a fellow at the IE and having the exchange with students is that it's a dialogue. My practical experience combined with theoretical elements is something that I want to provide to the students so that they can use it as tools to face circumstances when they will be exercising leadership or dealing with crisis. What the student needs to build today is, first, you need to be curious. You need to be curious with different kinds of knowledge, be able to have broad perspectives and broad approach to topics, and try to have that eagerness to learn as a motivation force. It's something that is very important in order to be clearly independent in a world where most of society is based on polarization. And instead, what we have to do in the societies we live is to have an open mind in order to make decisions based on evidence, not becoming just influenced people by the force of fake news or manipulated algorithms. So I think the student of today needs to be a clear defender of truth, evidence, and management based on evidence and not in ideology.